Hmm. So, I think I've gotten to the point unto which I sort of explained enough. From my, in my shoes and from my perspective, I guess the best I can really gauge is I've been convicted by my homeland of sort of being a jerk. Not to say I hadn't been, I guess. Just wasn't me. Literally. And I've also been convicted of possibly one of the worst uh, scientific minds on the planet. And being a Steve Urkel on crack kind of catastrophe, accidentally. In this case, it's not really on crack, it's more on spice. um, I don't really have hope of really getting accepted for mismanaging my life. Um, I don't seem to pose much of a benefit uh, in my homeland. And uh, other than a few minor legitimate convictions of slight delinquencies, unto a position I was sort of forced into based upon a haphazard capacity to legitimately manage uh, self sufficiency, uh, not to mention my horrendous capacity to spell and manage my ADD and my coping mechanisms at a younger age, which I've gotten to be relatively decent with. Um, I will never be properly convicted for anything or anything because I really didn't do anything wrong. Um, some people might hear that and be like, no, yes, you did. Yes, you did. It's like, yeah, I mean, socially, probably yes. And the slight delinquencies got in trouble for, I got in trouble for. Um, got pretty badly convicted falsely a couple of times as well. Part of why I fear my homeland. Um, and outside of the proper variables into which to actually adequate any of one's opinion to insist upon that into which theoretically I should or could have been convicted of is so acidine to me at this point. Um, I don't know what to say. If I say anything, it's going to acerbate a defense mechanism outside of myself to encapsulate me into that into which is pretty acidine. So, um, I convict myself of being a poor countryman in literal terms and in character terms. Um, there's no one for me to reach out to, whether or not I'm correct or incorrect in this variable, but that's why I want to reach out to a place that I can seek out all my dreams and still have the basic society into which I'm used to. And, I don't know, a place where I don't have to deal with rivalry between any geographic disposition, as best I can understand it. Uh, a continent without division, a country without division, a place without the variables which create certain forms of stress, which isn't, doesn't exist, but bears a lot of weight and description uh, as to where I plan to get a second chance, hopefully, at succeeding in life at the age of 36. Which is appropriate based on my mother's nickname for me. Maybe I'll actually be able to, I don't know, have the real thing as a pet. I'm not sure if they do that there, though. Or if that's okay. I don't know. I'm not going to domesticate it if there's scientists say that's inappropriate or stupid. But by this point in the video, I think it's fairly reasonable to say no more challenging my dreams, no more challenging my decision on August 30th, no more, just no more. And if you choose not to accept this apology, admission of guilt, and variable circumstance into which I truly, desperately fear and wish to get out of, as sad as that might seem to some who think that it's not the case at all. I have to just go forward with that being what's real right now. And I hope for my mental health and for the trajectory of my progress to become successful in life. Everyone imagines I have special glasses on to not truly be noticed, other than the necessity into which it is for me to work, save up, and experience as normal a life as I can on my way out. Fair enough?